Hello everyone, welcome back to We Know What You Like. I'm Lucia, and today on the channel we are continuing or watching, starting right now at 7 a.m. My Hero Academia Season 6. We're starting off with episode 19, 18, something like that. You know, find the title. Anyways, I feel like I've been watching this show for a while, and in terms of taking my time watching it, and I don't want to do that. I feel like, okay, this season has been over with for a few months now, and I don't know why. I feel like it's been taking me a while to finish this show or season. I don't know why, but it feels like that. So today I have 7 episodes left of the season to watch. I don't know if I'm gonna watch all 7 today, but I feel like I can watch at least 4 of them. Maybe we'll see how I feel after the 4, because I do have other things I need to watch. But that's my goal, to get further along into the show, because I feel like I've been watching this way too long. Like, my dad finished this show in like 2 days, because he had to like catch up sort of thing. He finished in 2 days. Keep in mind, he has a lot more time available, because he works mostly mornings. But that's not the point. Anyways, yeah. Last episode, we had Deku basically giving a letter to his friends and everyone, because he's like, oh, well, they're after me. I can't have them do that, be in danger, so I'm going to leave on my own. He's no longer a student at UA. And also, everyone now knows, not everyone, but like a lot of people now know about the inheritance and that he got from All Might. And we had him having a conversation with the users in his mind palace thing, and we learned that it's the power is best used from someone who's quirkless, like Deku and Tomura. No, not Tomura. Sorry, Tomura Shigaraki. All Might, basically. And if you had it before, if you were a user who had a quirk before, then you were aging, because it was basically making you older, which is kind of cool in terms of, like, oopsies. We also had 2 users having their backs turned to that conversation in the Mind Palace. And I personally thought it's because Deku hadn't manifested their powers yet. And maybe that's true, but the way, what's his name, one of the users, where he's like, we need you to, work together. And maybe he meant, like, show him your power sort of thing. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, Deku left school, and the users were telling Deku, like, we know you saw Shigaraki as someone who was crying out and reaching for help. We're like, but that's not what we saw, so don't get it tripped up. And then Shigaraki's grandma was like, it's not my fault. I'm like, fuck you, lady. I don't like you. I don't understand heroes. I'm not saying that heroes can't have families. I'm not saying that at all. But it's almost somewhat selfish for those heroes to put their family in like, that child was not even a baby. He was a good 5 years old at least, like Shigaraki's dad. And when she gave him up, like, that's messed up. Like, hecka messed up. And then, like, look at Endeavor. Like, kids are the ones that suffer in this world. That's messed up. But that's not the main point at this moment. But yeah, that's where we are in the story. Like I said, I plan to have a little binge today, so if you see me wearing this, that's why. And yeah, if you're watching this on YouTube, we're at least 3 episodes ahead on Patreon. Also on Patreon is the uncut of this episode. You just have to sync up your copy with my reaction. I'm watching this on Crunchyroll. And pin comment for the highlight reaction. And then come back here for the outro. Yeah, let's get started right now. Great episode, y'all. Great episode. Okay, so now we know who's in the know, who's aware of the situation. I'm glad he's not going out on his own. To be fair, he didn't say that. It just appeared that it was. He just said, I'm leaving the school, and that's exactly what he did. But it makes sense. A part of me is a little disappointed that Muscular wasn't as much of a villain or of opponent this second round, but at the same time, that just goes to show how much Deku has grown. But at the same time, that also shows me how much of a cheat sheet he is. But at the same time, that also was meant to be all along because of all the quirks and stuff. And, you know, when he fought him the first time, he just only had, like, the strength, basically. But yeah, Deku has always been a person who likes to use the different quirks of people in the teams in order to have a precise, or not a precise, but have a plan in place, and so that he's doing that with himself and his own quirks. So it's yeah, it makes sense to me, and I'm glad he's doing that. It's more strategic that way, and like I said, he's always been like that with like his notes and stuff. And yeah, I don't know, just him like always being in shadow, that was kind of funny to be, or like, you know, the smoke screen. And who's that? It just reminds me like and this is just me being dumb, but it just reminds me of what is it, Grease 2? Who's that guy? Where did he come from? Looks to me he can really fly. I just, whenever when he was doing that and he was jumping around and in the smoke screen and people were like, "Who was that? You know, was that the you know?" That's what just reminded me of. But yeah, like I mentioned in the intro, I'm gonna do a little binge today, and that was Full Power, and I'm gonna watch the next episode, and it's called Hired Gun. So exciting stuff. I'll see you there. But bye for now.